Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I asked on Instagram stories if you guys had any questions and you sent me some through, so I'm going to be answering those for you today. But if you are new around here and you don't know who I am, hello, my name's Sarah-Jayne. I make videos on all different aspects of life, from becoming a mother to hints and tips and hauls and all that kind of thing. So if you like that, then make sure that you click that subscribe button, and if you are already subscribed, click the bell button and you'll be notified of when my new videos go live. So first of all, I'm just going to address the fact that I have not been posting videos. I posted one a few days ago, but before that I hadn't posted for a couple of weeks, and as you might be able to hear in my voice, I have not been very well. I got hand, foot and mouth for one, which was like ulcers all in the mouth and just, yeah, just gross. And then that followed with sinusitis. I currently can't hear in this ear, so yeah, I sound a bit bunged up, but I really wanted to film this video and get it out there. But thank you so much for all of your well wishes, especially on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram already, then please do. It's at Sarah-Jayne Fragola. I'll leave a link in the description box below. Generally, I'll keep like the most up-to-date content on there, so with stories and things. So if you ever wonder where I am, pop across to there and then you'll usually find out. But yeah, you sent me so many lovely messages just wishing that I was well and all of that, so thank you so much. A few other people asked me if I had stopped my YouTube videos, like if I'd quit YouTube, and the answer is definitely not. I just needed, well, I couldn't actually film anything because I looked and sounded horrific, and the last thing I wanted to do was pick up my camera. I just tried to chill out as much as possible. Still on the mend, but hopefully, fingers crossed, I will be back to fighting fit soon. Okay, so here we go with the questions. So the first one is meal tips for little ones. What recipes is Ella loving? So I have to be honest, I'm pretty rubbish at this. I think all mums kind of struggle with meal ideas, but I have just bought the book My Fussy Eater, and I'm looking forward to trying a few recipes from there. My plan is to get a few recipes written down of ones that she's loving, and then kind of make something that makes it easier to meal plan. So that is my goal, to actually have like a list of recipes that Ella loves and for us as well, and just meal plan a little bit more. So once I do that and I get into the swing of it and I find a good method that works, I will definitely do a video for you guys, because I think that those kind of videos are just so helpful, and I'm always watching those kind of videos. Another question which was said quite a number of times. When is baby number 2? Or would we like a baby number 2? Yes, we would like baby number 2. I don't know when. I think it's difficult to say. I think we're still really trying to adjust to life as a family of 3. I think especially the last 6 months, both Ella and I and Anthony at times have just been poorly. We've been like a tag team, so she was ill, I was ill, she was ill again, I was ill and it just seems never ending, and trying to fit work in with that as well, it's just really difficult. And I'll just be honest and say that I don't think I'm in a place mentally at the moment to think about baby number 2. I would love baby number 2. I would love to say that it's going to be sometime soon, because I would quite like the thought of having a sibling for Ella quite close together, so quite close in age. But when it will be, I don't know, but definitely on the cards, I hope. Now this next question really made me laugh. Does your lovely husband ever pee you off? That really made me laugh. Of course, and I'm pretty certain I pee him off as well. I think it's just human nature, isn't it? When you're living with somebody and you might be going through stressful times, if you're poorly or stressed with work and things, you're likely to snap at each other, even for the tiniest little things. I mean, for me, I've never said anything to my husband, so Anthony, if you're watching this right now, like there's little things like he puts the plates in the wrong side of the dishwasher, and I always end up having to move them, and I get a little bit peed off then. But like, it's just little silly niggly things. We're pretty good. We don't really argue as such, and if we do have a little niggle at each other, it's over pretty quickly. We very rarely argue, but I think that's just human nature. I think anybody you're close to, you'll get annoyed with at some point. Another question is, how do you juggle working and looking after Ella? And that came up quite a few times. I'll be honest, I really do struggle, as with a lot of people who do the same thing as me. I think it's really easy to look at someone's life and think that they have it all together, and they really don't. Everyone's just doing their best. Ella actually goes to nursery 1.5 days a week, so I try and film what I need to film in those times. But also as well, I have another channel where I do crochet tutorials, so I have to try and film those tutorials, which can take quite a long time. And then also emails and other projects that I'm working on behind the scenes. It's hard, it really is hard to juggle, and I spend most of my evenings working. I tend to sacrifice those because I'd just be sitting watching telly anyway, so I'd rather be putting my energy into something that's building something for ourselves. I'm really ambitious, and I'd say over the last 18 months, I would say, well, just over a year since Ella's been here, it has been really hard to kind of put that on the back burner. I've had like the urge to do things, but not actually been able to do them. So yeah, I juggle as best as I can. I try and allocate time to do certain things, but it might not always work out that way, and that's one of the biggest things I've had to get used to, is that even if I plan something in, it might not happen. So yeah, we all just do our best, don't we? Question here says, have you ever visited the USA? If so, where? If not, where would you want to go? So yes, I have visited the USA a few times, mainly to Florida. So I've been to Florida quite a number of times now. I forget the amount of times, but it's like definitely over 4 or 5 times. So yeah, I've been to Florida, and I have also been to New York, and we went to Pennsylvania. I'm trying to think if I've been anywhere else. No, I think that's all where I've been to. I would absolutely love to visit California and Vegas and all of those. I would love to do like a Route 66 tour. I think that would be amazing. But yeah, maybe when Ella's a little bit older, we'll take her on an adventure. Another question is, do you religiously follow skincare routine morning and night? And yes, I do. I kind of had to think about that, because I think it's just so natural to me now. I will always cleanse my skin, and I will always moisturize. I might switch up a few different things. I think people, when they think of skincare, they think of all these different steps that you have to take, and I think if you just get started with a cleanser and a moisturizer to begin with, you'll realise that really it doesn't take that long at all. You don't have to be adding a lot of different products in if you don't want or need to. You just need to make sure your skin is clean and hydrated. I think the top 3 products I would say in terms of the actual product itself would be a cleanser, an exfoliator, cleanser every day, morning and night, exfoliator once to twice a week, and a moisturizer every morning and night. And that's all you need really. Obviously, if you have other concerns, then you can add different products in there, but the very basic, that's all you need, and that really doesn't take very long, literally just a few minutes. And it's just the same as brushing your teeth. I kind of just do my face and then brush my teeth, and I'm on autopilot now. I don't really have to think about it too much. This is an interesting question. How has being a mum changed you as a person? I think I have become much more noticeable of judgment. I think my patience has grown in some ways, but really if you can hear a child, that's not my child, that's somebody outside. It's probably time for school to finish, so you might hear some kids in the background. But yeah, my patience has grown in some ways and shortened in others. I am just, if somebody says something to me now that like I feel like they're judging or it offends me, I just kind of cut it off straight away now. I don't have the patience for it. So yeah, other than that, I think I am pretty much the same. I think it's really easy in that first year after having a baby to kind of lose yourself in the whole babyness, newborn kind of stage, but hopefully it's changed me for the better. I love in a different way that I have never loved before. I know that sounds really cheesy to say, but it's true. I have a newfound passion for wanting to build something. As I mentioned before, I've always been ambitious, but now I really want to build something for Ella to sustain a living that I want, or life that I want her to live. This is getting very deep, so yes. I think motherhood has changed me, but for the better, I hope. Okay, I'm just going to answer one more question from what I got from this Q&A, and it says, do you ever take any time out for yourself? You always seem so busy. And again, a lot of people say that to me, so they always seem so busy. Do you ever chill out? And no, I don't really chill out, just because I kind of love being busy in a way. I love to put my energy into something, to feel like I am progressing in some way, to feel that I'm moving towards something. However, I have actually noticed, and I was having a conversation the other day as I was getting my nails done, I've noticed that a lot of the time I'm busy doing not a lot just recently. And the lovely lady Carolyn who did my nails, she said something which really rang a few bells in my mind, and she says, sometimes I'm so busy firefighting. I was like, well, what do you mean by that? She says, well, you're actually just so busy putting out the flames, you're not actually progressing and doing what you need to do. And I was like, yeah, that is so right. I often feel like I've got 10 jobs to do before I actually do the job that I need to do. So I've been working on that lately. I've been trying to slow my mind down a little bit and be a bit more mindful of what I'm doing, because sometimes I can be rushing around so much and the house gets a complete mess just because I do something and I stop doing that, and I do something else and I stop doing that. So yeah, I'm trying to be a bit more mindful and chill out a bit, so that the tasks that I'm doing are more focused, and in turn that makes me feel like I'm actually doing something for myself. And if I'm actually being more productive, then maybe in the evenings I can do something which I enjoy. So I mentioned that I have a crochet tutorial channel, and a lot of the time whenever I crochet, it's for that channel or for my blog and things like that, and I never really do it anymore for just pure enjoyment. So maybe I could do something like that, or read a book. But yeah, I am busy, but that is something that I'm working on. But at the same time, I enjoy the busyness, if that even makes sense. So there we go, that is my Q&A. I really hope that you have enjoyed watching. If you did, make sure that you give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below and subscribe, all of that jazz. And I shall see you again in my next video. Bye!